Hey everyone, today's video is about when your parents are villains. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. Bago Katsuki. Before you even started dating, Bug was probably really curious about you. It was all over the news that you got into UA. And despite the school's claims to keep every student safe, you still felt like an outcast. Turning down a hall caused head to turn. Kids ducked into classrooms. You wish people could understand that you weren't your parents. 2 years ago, your parents had been imprisoned for good. In tortures. Watching from a cafe TV, you learned that day that your parents were infamous villains that had killed close to hundreds and injured more, all under your nose. You were questioned for a while. In fact, the following 6 months after they got locked up, you spent under a police watch. They found it very hard to believe that you had absolutely nothing to do with what your parents did. And after several tests, they decided you were innocent. News broke that you got into UA. So much that your parents even found out. Not that you really cared what they thought. They'd lost all your trust. Baga was able to see determination though. No matter how many times you were called a villain or some stupid name that the other kids came up with to try and make you leave, you pushed through. What Baga loved the most is how calm you always looked. He knew you were hot-headed underneath that, but you couldn't snap at these kids. That would just prove their point. But he saw you train and work first hard. And like these kids, your crook was strong. It was no surprise you got into UA. You were going to be a powerful hero. When you started dating, a few things changed. Kids still made fun of you and mocked you, but not as much. Bago also got to see that what they really said really did affect you. You broke down once in front of him. Bago sat on his bed, waiting for you to come join him so you could do homework. You were shuffling through your bag to find your work when you pulled out a note that had some rather nasty words written on it. You didn't want to cry in front of Bago, but it just happened. Tears fell down your cheeks as you started sobbing. Bago heard your cries and jumped up to comfort you. Hey, what the hell is wrong? Bago asked, his harsh tone sounding worried than anything. Do you think I'm gonna be a villain? You asked, your eyes red and puffy as tears streamed down your cheeks and sogged the neck of your sweater. What? No. What makes you think I'd think about you? Bob was upset now too, but his eyes found the note that had been in your bag. Who wrote that? Bago's voice was stern, and it didn't even sound like a question he was asking. I don't know. He sniffled. I'll find out. They'll just do it again. I just wish people could understand I'm not like my parents. I want to help people. He clung to Bago as he cried, his arms holding you close to him. They'll see one day. I'll make them see. Bago kissed the top of your head and let you calm down his arms. Taruki Shoto. Before the relationship, Taruki knows who you are. You were all over TV when your parents were arrested for countless murders. It was ironic. He was the son of a pro hero, and you were the daughter of two villains. Falling in love with you felt like some sort of twisted comedy. When you got into UA, Taruki wasn't sure of your motives. You've been labeled the villain kid, and only destined to follow in your parents' footsteps. But you were entirely innocent. You had no hand in what your parents had done, and you vowed to never ever speak to them again. Taruki got close to you. At first to see if what you said was true. He was curious. and wanted to be a hero. He was going to stop any chance of a traitor among his classmates. But then he got to know you. He found out you were kind and how much you loved to help people. You were nothing like your parents. When you started dating, he tried his best to understand what it was like to be you. He'd see kids make fun of you, and even adults when you went out in public. He defended you, and people shut up real quick. You met his dad once, and though Tariki said it was probably going to end terribly, he insisted on meeting him. Endeavor was a bit surprised to see you dating his son. Some of his questions for you made you a bit uncomfortable. Your parents are still in jail, correct? It was so blunt. You felt like crawling under a rock. Father, sure, it's fine. Yes, they're still on terrors. You answered his question. Endeavor could see the uneasiness on your face, and decided the questioner could be answered later. You really want to be a hero? Yes, I've always wanted to help people. Helping people makes me happy. You didn't even let Endeavor finish his statement. Endeavor nodded and left you two alone. Word got out that you were dating a pro-hero son, and well, it sparked a lot of rumors. For once, Endeavor backed you up. He'd been a bit worried about you, but his words seemed to ease some of the pressure you'd been feeling. If she wishes to be a hero, then that's what she's going to do. Suspicion is not a means to invalidate her goals and future plans. Taraki has seen you break down a few times, mostly after school, when kids would call you a no good villain or some other names. Taraki comforts you as best as he can, either holding you close to him or reassuring you that what they say or think isn't the truth, or he'll do both. Turkey hates seeing you upset. He knows how bad repetitions can ruin someone, and he knows the influence your parents have on you. He's usually only recognized as Endeavor's son, so he knows firsthand what being related to a hero or a villain can do. He's going to love you no matter what, and he's helping you right alongside you to make sure people understand that you are not your parents. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. Goodbye.